Whoa. Guys, can you see this tree? Feels. Wait, 505. Yeah. I think everyone is seeing the stream. For a moment, it gave me an error. Let me check for some error. Because in a while we will start playing Blitz in the meanwhile. Actually, guys, can I? I don't know, because for Adriana, I wouldn't do that. For Luca, maybe we could play some Blitz in the meantime while we are waiting. Someone's someone want to play a Blitz? Follow Adriana Palau's YouTube channel sometimes. Choose to below other donations, just openings on the first 7 it's the opening playstyle about here we go. Yeah, first time I played against Adriana, actually she played pretty much how she's playing right now. More of a trickster. I wouldn't say she has a trickster playstyle. No, I don't know when. Trickster playstyle is not really her way to go. But I mean, she's getting better as a chess player, so it's it's something you develop like naturally, no? The result is positions that many of our opponents get into stupid evidence in the yeah, yeah, that's actually a really interesting point, no? Because she castled earlier. I don't know how long did you how long have you been here? But earlier she castled and it was like counterintuitive. But then her opponent didn't know how to continue, no? And that's something people um, fail to understand when it comes down to practical chess, no? Because we are so used to click game review after any freaking games, every freaking games, then that's you you start you stop to understand why those moves are good, why those moves uh, are bad. Game review just tells you, okay, that's great move, that's good move, that's awesome move. Who cares? And then you fail to understand what are the moves that put your opponent in more trouble. I mean, in this precise situation, I wouldn't say castle is such a crazy move to put your opponent in in time trouble, in problem. It really doesn't give that many problems to your opponent, but at the same time, it brings your opponent out of his preparation. But it and also it feels weird, no? Because it was move 10. Move 10, I mean, if you are a FIDE master, your preparation is not handing on move 10. That's for sure. Let me see if Lucas board is, yeah, board is running. Adriana board is running too. And let's see, maybe, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's not really okay. I mean, position wise, of course, you are gonna hand in positions you have not seen before. That's the whole purpose of playing chess. You cannot have seen every position. No? Point being, your opponent, I mean, you as a player should develop like a feeling for some moves, for certain moves, certain ideas, and at the moment, our opponent didn't do a great job. I mean, he started well. He just blundered, but I mean, those the blunders are moves you cannot really explain. I mean, the blunder from Luca's opponent is like a calculation blunder, something you feel too eager to attack, and then you fail to understand that your position is not ready to launch an attack. Because you have the freaking king is in the middle of the board. You cannot play that stuff. In Adriana's situation, like her opponent, it's something more like psychological blunder. It's not something that comes down to calculation. I mean, they are beasts. He's at 2300. You cannot even comprehend how fast and how precise they are into for the calculation. So it's more like psychological blunder. But that's the only way you can win after a certain point, because it will be difficult to blunder uh, like on a calculation base. You will blunder on a tuition base, psychological base. I mean, you will see two, three, four, five, six, whatever count of moves ahead, but you will have to feel the position. That's something different from the calculation. Sorry for the monologue. By the way, now our opponent is in a tank. Yeah, down 30 minutes. Now knows he fucked up. And now this is the worst moment you can be. Because now you think, okay, I was better now. But I mean, the position is equal right now. That's the problem. Yeah, of course, because he was 2 point of material up, and now he's level. But he's not out of the game, and that's what he's thinking. He's thinking something like, "Oh, no, I fucked up," and that's why probably it's gonna end bad for him. There's a capture. Bishop takes f6. Will Luca take the pawn on g2? And this is uh, this is a move. Let's see together. Like now he has to take here. I mean, he can do whatever he wants, but whatever he likes. No, because even queen takes b5, you have to block. You have to play knight c3. You have to play c4. You have to play something. Because right now I'm threatening queen e2 checkmate. But if he takes on g2, what do you play? Because you have to play rook f1, and then maybe queen takes h2. I'm threatening checkmate. Not really checkmate, but because the bishop is freaking annoying. Maybe I could even snap this bishop earlier. Mm. Now queen takes, rook f1. Maybe I just take the bishop. I double up on the g5. I bring the rook. I castle long. I bring the knight. What if rook f4 and I just castle? If bishop takes, there's mate in one. So the bishop cannot move. Actually, I would retreat this bishop. Knight c3. Okay, let's. Okay, but now I bring knight e5, threatening knight f3, and then there's the two that will fall as well. It is like there are too many possibilities. The point being, you have to take the g2 pawn. You wait. I just heard a sound. Castle by white. Wow, I did not expect castle. I did not expect castle at all. Because now your knight on h2 feels funny. That's something I honestly can't understand. Castle. What a move. You no longer have the white bishop, the light squared bishop. What a move. Castle. Wow. 30 minutes to play castle. That's not a good sign by Roman. Yeah, he completely gave up. Completely gave up. Now, the plan for Adriana is simple. She just has to bring her pieces, then maybe free the space for this knight to jump ahead, and then play knight f3, knight g4, maybe sacrifice here, bring the queen, and then mate. There are a lot of arrows, and I will leave those arrows there. Luca just took. No, Luca, come on. Queen G2 comes with tempo. I mean, it's always better because now the bishop is hanging, and he will be. The point being, this position is so good for black that even if bishop takes, queen takes, and castle, even if you castle, this is not safe at all for you because I will bring this rook on open on in front of your king, and I will threaten everything. And now look at these pieces. And on the other end, look at these pieces. This is gonna be a one-way game. Yeah, this is gonna be brutal. And I think Luca's gonna bring the rook on g8 before castling. Because actually, I think he will not castle at all, as always. Freaking out. He has to learn how to castle. Now we can see from the live stream. Yeah, Adriana is thinking. She knows. She knows that something's off. She knows she just can play chess. 97, and then yeah, she can launch pretty good attack. Actually, I'm wondering, what if 97? Let's say 92, knight f6, um, 94. No, 94. It drops a pawn. For c4. Can I go for e4? No, I cannot. There's no need. Seems so. Seems like there's no need. I mean, the computer likes C6. Seems reasonable, because then I can break this rook on an open file. And if you take, this is over. Because then I am gonna roll this pawn, these pawns on the chessboard. Like 94 is suggest 94, but I will go for d5. Takes, takes, exchange, bishop takes, and then I am better in any form and shape. The only thing that screams bring me to another place is this knight. This knight has to be somewhere else. Somewhere else. Yeah, like let's say bishop d2. Yeah, there's already e4. E4, 95, knight f3. Wow, 95 is such a freaking outpost. Wow, 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 wow. Yeah, Stockfish is proposing like queen d1, not queen b3, because there's look the wow. These are such subtle differences. I do not really understand. Queen e6, queen e6, rook d8. I thought maybe queen e6 because you prepare. Let's say bishop d2, rook a b8. Yeah, okay, 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 makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. You connect the rook. Yeah, yeah. Adriana, Adriana knows she is the time. She's the moment. 19 minutes, 20 freaking minutes to play castle. Yeah, Roman, unfortunately, he's deep in the tank. The opponent of Luca just took the knight. Wendy. Also, another eventual possibility is a pair of queenside pawn moves to form a connect three-pawn chain from c7 to f5. Yeah, okay. No, I understand what you're saying, but it's what's the problem, Wendy? The problem is you can do that. Luca, I mean, he's in the driver's seat, so I will not worry. What? King f2? Okay, later we will see that. But at the moment, what's the point? If you go for something like this, okay, 97 is on the board, good for Adriana. If you go for something like this, you are first of all, like on a strategical standpoint, your only bishop is a light square, dark squared bishop. So you don't really want all of your freaking pawns on a dark square. Okay, that's the main thing, like on a strategical um, viewpoint, standpoint. On the other hand, if you go b6, you are forever stopping yourself to play c6. And c6 is not something you have to play, but it's something you want to be able to play. Because the only presence of white in the center is this pawn, and this pawn is going to be target for attacks in the future for sure. Because as soon as this pawn falls, the game is over. Okay? So c6, the possibility to play c6 here, you cannot allow yourself to not play c6. Okay, if you play b6, oops, sorry. If play b6, then c6 is not supported by any pawn. Okay, you can say, okay, but you can always play c6. Yeah, but you want to be able to recapture with a pawn to strengthen like the presence of the black pieces in the center. I don't know if I was clear. Ciao. Devo parlare in italiano, in inglese, Silvia, purtroppo. Can you follow me, Silvia? My love. Oh, let's see Lucas game. Lucas game. What happened? Bishop takes, queen takes, rook, king f2. I have no idea what's going on. Rook f2, king f2 is something. Luca can literally play whatever he wants here. Of course, he played rook g8 before castle. Makes sense in this position. Yeah, of course. I wouldn't say otherwise. He can even threaten bishop e1. Let's say like his opponent play knight f3. I think he can go for bishop d1 because now you're threatening queen g2 and probably mate in a couple of moves. This would be such a cool move to see on the board. I mean, you can do the same thing by playing bishop h3, bishop h5, bishop whatever, but in this way you do not allow the queen to go back and defend. Could be something to see. Let's go back to the position. Okay, no. How can I wait? Okay, rook g8. Sì, come misread social as freaking hell, Adriana. So many links. 97. Yeah, Adriana's opponent is cooked, as they say, the youngster. Down 33 minutes. Wow, this is something. This is not gonna end well. Because the problem is that there's a lot of difference in time, but the position is quite calm. Now the plan for Adriana is just to develop her pieces, challenge the center, and be safe. Queen f7, f7, rook e8, c6. She can do whatever she wants. Knight f6, c6, d5, e4. She's on the driver's seat. Well, Andy, understand your point that connect through pawn chain would blocking black's king's bishop. Yeah, yeah. I mean that's the main strategical drawback, no? Like if you do not consider the challenging of the center anyway, it's gonna be bad. And that's something you cannot calculate. Okay, so if you play b6 and a5, it's not something you have to calculate. Because the challenging of the center, you have to calculate what's gonna happen. I mean, you will play c6, of course, but you have to calculate. But b6 and a5, they do not like interfere with the bishop in in a direct way. It's more something about long term, long term. Like your bishop will not have that that free space he needs. Okay, you have to create space for your pieces. Like a- a5 from Roman, I do not like that. I think he wanted to do not allow a5 from Adriana, but that's not really our plan because now he's like, let me put the chessboard. Because in this way, no, because like in the king's Indian positions, we have something like this. You want to play a5, like let me move. You want to play something like a5 to play knight c5, no? In order to like not really block before, more like tame before, okay? Problem is now I do not really wanna go c5. I mean, it's a possibility, but it is not my only possibility. I can simply go to f6. I can go to f6 and challenge the center later, or I can even go c6 right now and challenge your center. Now this pawn has to be taken care of. No, you play c4, you play c4, I take, you take, and then I bring my rook on an open file, and then all of my pieces are doing something. And this is not good at all. Let's say queen e2. Actually, I can target your pawn with bishop d8. I can play knight c5. I can play knight f6. I can play whatever. Actually, maybe I like more knight f6 because it target d5. Honestly, I don't know if I wanna take that right now because I do not have a light square bishop, but whatever. Maybe I can put pressure, no? Rook c5, maybe I can go bishop d8. This I mean this is concrete. Maybe there's bishop e3 that defeat the purpose of rook c5, but these are concrete lines. I'm not here for the concrete lines. No, and here, wow, wow, Stockfish is wild. Here, Stockfish suggests knight h8. Wow, what a move. What a freaking move. He wants to bring the knight on f5 or g4. He wants to do this. What a move. Wow, knight h8 is wild. I mean, I understand knight h8. I just thought this was not the moment to do that. But actually, this is a line we can see on the board because c6 is not that difficult for Adriana to see. I mean, it's not a difficult move. It's probably the move everyone would like to play in this position. Theatrical expectancy and it win. AI viewer stream boo. What the hell is that? I have no idea theatrical. What are you talking about? Queen f7 makes a lot of sense by Adriana. Now we will see c4 most probably, and then maybe c6. It's gonna be something. Let's see. Let's see. Queen f7. I attack your. It is a move that comes with tempo. I attack d5. I put pressure on f2. The only problem is that now this knight, I don't know, does she want to sacrifice everything? I don't think it's doable because the queen controls this diagonal. Let's see. Let's say that queen b3. Queen b3. Does bishop takes works? Seems that it works. Knight takes c4. What's the wait? What? Knight g5? Ah, queen g3. Only move. Okay, 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 okay. But I put no. Wait. Okay. So let's say queen e1, queen d1. Knight. No. Bishop take. Ah, there's queen takes h5. Okay, this freaking queen is saving the game every time. Okay, let's go. Where do I want to put this queen? Okay, let's say b3. One move and queen b2. Okay, now the queen is out of the play. If I go for bishop takes, g takes, knight takes, yeah. Actually, it says queen d2 to defend to go with g5. I mean, it's doable. It's in the air. Bishop takes h4 is not something out of this world. But right now it's not doable because the queen controls g6. She will have to wait. c4, rook e8. This is a position that plays itself. That it, that it plays by its own. Let's put the position back. Wait. Ah, no. c4 is on the board. Yeah. Their opponent played c4, of course, but Adriana is on the driver's seat. I would have never thought of redirecting the knight by way of a corner square, since it's not often that there is enough latitude and treatment to allow for expanding the number of turns. There are not enough tempi, you are saying? Yeah. Yeah, but actually the position is closed. No, negotiate is something. It is not something you have to do. It's something that comes to your mind as soon as you ask the question, what are the pieces out of play in my position? Okay. So even in this exactly position, the knight on g6 has no future because uh, every square the knight can jump are useless right now. Even h8. Okay. In two of these squares is gonna be captured, and in three of these squares he cannot jump. In one of these squares he can jump, but then he has no future because Adriana just put the queen. So anyway, this is the piece you have to take care about. Okay, because this knight can jump on f6, can jump on c5. The bishop can go on f6 and then open the diagonal for itself. But this knight is not good. But I mean, right now the real problem is to bring this rook here, and there are many ways to play this kind of position. No, I can go for wow, queen f5. Wow, I did not expect queen f5. Okay. Okay, queen f5 is wow. I, mm, I think she wants like to I think I think she's thinking that this knight is out of play, these pieces are out of play, and then maybe exchanging the queens and bringing the other rook here with the f8 rook on f5 is gonna put pressure on f2, and maybe she will gain some time, some tempi. Well, I mean, as you saw, as you have just seen, there are many ways to play these kind of positions. I would have gone for C, either c6 or rook e8. Those were my candidate moves. She has chosen queen f5. Well, we will see how it will develop. Let me mute the strings actually. Yeah, but by the way, yeah, knight h8 is it remains a very wild move. It's not something it comes to mind so easily. You have to have all of your pieces in the right squares, and then I mean the knight is there, the bishop is there, okay, everything's cool, and then you are something like, okay, the knight on g6, what is it doing? And then you find knight h8, but it's really, really concrete at the moment. Thank you, T Mantobs, for following. I have no idea who did you just follow because I am streaming for like 5 freaking channels at the moment. Welcome. Welcome. YouTube, Twitch, there's everything going. Yeah, look, chat. Did uh, the opponent? No, yeah. Lucas' opponent is in a tank again. Yeah, I've just heard the capture. Queen takes f5. Rook takes f5. Yeah, yeah. Wow, this is wild. I've just seen the first line of Stockfish. I mean, I I still think this is not the best Stockfish to do analysis with, but one of the line is to play Rook f5 to f8. This is crazy. That's not a human move. She's gonna go for this. But then White is gonna be, yeah. I don't see anymore the pros in this position. Let's see. Let's see. I don't really like what Adriana chose to do, but we will see. We will see. I think Lucas' opponent is gonna have. I don't know. I don't wanna say too much on stream, but I think he was half sleeping earlier from the live stream. I mean, he has realized that King F2 is a what the hell? It's not something you play. King F2. Mm, we will probably see a resign more, a resign pretty soon. Not not in time, but it moves. Like I think he's gonna burn up all of his time and then just play until resignation. I mean, it's hopeless. White's position is hopeless. Wow, it's unbelievable how the game turned around. And in the meantime, what is thinking? I mean, what's the problem with Adriana's position right now? That just 2 moves ago, she had a clear plan, and right now that's not so clear. Because I can see her point. No, she maybe thought she has less space and she wanted to trade pieces. But actually, is that does she really has or add less space? Because okay, there's a d5 pawn in your fort, but you have e5, and then your bishop can go to f6. Then that's something really subjective, no? Because you feel like you're getting crushed, like in space wise, and you want to trade pieces, but I don't think this is a position where Adriana has really less space. For sure, it doesn't feel like she has less space. Wendy! Granabala has an excellent fortress queenside position, meaning that she can focus strongly on the king side. Yeah, yeah, that's why exchanging the queens doesn't feel right. Because White had no counterplays, no counterplays on the queen side. It's really a strange move, Queen F5. I mean, it's not strange. It's something I cannot explain. Okay, because I've already told you. No, if it was me here, I would have played something between Rook E8 or C6. These were my candidate moves, and then she played Queen F5. But I can explain both Rook E8 and C6. C6, I want C6 to challenge the center, and I want Rook E8 to bring pieces where my attack is going on. But Queen F5, the only explanation I can give is she felt she had less space than her opponent, and she wanted to exchange some pieces. Otherwise, I'm really interested in Adriana thought thought process. Actually, at the end of the game, I'm gonna ask her why Queen F5, because Queen F5 is so weird in my mind, in my eyes. It's strange because you play Queen F5 only if you think you have less space. If you feel crushed, a little bit crushed, you wanna exchange queens, but she's not really crushed in this position. But of course, she doesn't know the evaluation on that position. So how can anyone blame her decision? Knight c3 by Luca's opponent, Antonio Velerino. Knight c3. Okay, he's coming whatever. He's coming bishop f5, bishop h3, bishop h5, bishop f3. No, bishop f3, no. Bishop e1, maybe bishop f. So bishop e2 is, I don't think is good. I mean, everything is good, but between the choices, bishop e2 is not good and bishop f3 is not good. So he can move the bishop wherever he wants and he will win. Can play, he can move the bishops wherever he wants, but f3 and e2. Then it's gonna be good. Why is I mean, what a crushing position. No, no, unbelievable. Freaking unbelievable. I mean, I'm asking myself, what the hell, what was the point in, let me check, uh, 25 minutes of thoughts for Lucas' opponent, 25 minutes to play knight c3. He can literally place whatever he cares, whatever he wants. Actually, just for the sake of Lucas improving, I would love to see long castle. I would love that. Not because I mean, it's winning anyway, but he just has to learn castle. He still doesn't do that. I would love to see him castle. Uh, I would love that. I was wondering, what time is it? Like 17:30. This is not gonna end soon. I mean, Lucas game, yeah. Adriana's game is gonna keep going for a lot of time, unfortunately. Rook takes. We have this position, but Adriana's opponent is down 12 minutes. Why? Just play. No, I don't know. Knight c3. Something. This is so weird. Just develop. I mean, it's easy to talk standing at home, but Adriana has something like 57 minutes. No, 54. 54 minutes. She's up 40 minutes on the clock. You cannot do that. Bishop h3 on the board. Yeah, I mean, double exclamation point is it's totally unnecessary because every move was good. Every move, literally every move. Actually, I'm curious. Is this doable? Does this give me the exclamation? No. Ah, nah. I would have loved to see this. Wow, bishop e1 doesn't work for e4. E4, what a move. E4. Wow. Wow, e4. Wow. Anyway, he always has to play e4, but now there's rook takes, there's queen c5, there's whatever. It's completely over. He played that. He played that. Wow. He played e4. Oh, kudos to the opponent. I mean, it was the only move. I understand that, but now we can see that both Adriana and her opponent are not on the board. This is a game they are playing by themselves. This is a game that is playing by itself. This is unbelievable. Now we will see like the most positional battle on the right and the most attacking battle on the left. I mean, Luca has literally every option available, like Rook G2, Queen C5. He can even castle. He can even freaking castle. He can even freaking castle. Wow. I mean, I understand he wants to be precise. You'd better you'd better use your time on the clock. He's up 40 minutes. No, no, he's up 20 minutes, but uh, is a total of 40 minutes and his opponent of 20 minutes. Queen c5, good job, Luca. I like that. Let's see, like, let's use these. Oh, Wendy. I like Wendy. Maybe Roman Sriabukin is putting too much thought and chess clock time into scheme what is relevant from here overdraw. Actually, Wendy, if he keeps uh, using his time like this, he's gonna lose points by loss, not by draw. Because Adriana is up a lot of time, a lot of time. Mm. Like in this kind of situation, clock is a literal weapon, but it's not a weapon like in Blitz. I don't know. Like in Blitz or in Bullet, you can play whatever moves comes to your whichever comes to your mind and just flag your opponent. It's not something like that. You cannot flag an opponent in a classical game, but you can put pressure, psychological pressure, because now his opponent knows is down 40 minutes on the clock. 40 minutes is an eternity. And then when you are on the chessboard and you see your clock, you see your opponent's clock, and then you start doubting yourself. You start thinking that every move that comes to your mind can be wrong. Your opponent can find the genius resource in you start to see ghosts. You start to panic, and this is not a good situation for her opponent. It's pretty much a question about how he is gonna handle the pressure of being down so much time. Because it is not about the time itself, but it is more about the psychological pressure you feel when your opponent has almost 1 hour more than you to think and move. But anyway, let's go back to Luca. Okay, now what's gonna happen? Uh, if King f3, Bishop g2, and it's gonna be over. Wait, no, wait. Bishop g4, King f4, Queen g4, Queen g5, King g3. Now it's gonna escape. Queen f4, Queen f2, mate. Queen f2, mate. Okay, if King f3, there's mate. If King e2, I mean Rook g2, King e1, and wait, no, Bishop g4, King e1, Queen f2, mate. Uh, if king f1, bishop g2, king e1, maybe f3. I like f3. Ah, wait, but what if I go rook takes? I'm threatening queen f2, queen e1, but I have a discover. Yeah. Wow. Is this doable? What a beautiful mate this would be. Wow. Because double check. Double check, the rook is defended by the bishop. This would be wholesome to see on the board. Wow. Queen e1, rook f2, king g1, rook f1. Wow. This would be crazy. So actually every move of the king. No, maybe king e1 we didn't. No, wait. We saw rook e2, king e2, king e2, king f1, king e1. Ah no, he played king f3. Ah yeah. No, no, Luca, no, no. Why? You spent so much time to play this beautiful game. Just take your time. You had made in two. I mean, it's always a one game, but just eh, think a little bit. F3, king d3. Mate, no, wait. Long castle? Ah, long castle on 95. Long castle 95. Vabbè, I like it. I like this anyway. Long castle 95, F5, and then it's over. But he has to be patient. He has to see them. I don't know. He has the brilliant surprise available for him. No, this is come on. Bishop g4. I mean, I admit that I I too have thought about bishop g2, but if you have 40 freaking minutes, just think, no? Okay, you have two kinds, no, you have one, two, three, four, five checks in this position, no? You have one, two, three, four, five checks. I know, six checks. No, seven checks. Wow, so many checks in this position. Wow. Okay, you have seven checks. Okay, just count them and evaluate them. Because, I mean, I know this is a one position anyway, but just to be, come on, just to be, come on. I mean, here, 95, F5, this is over. F5, the rook is hanging. I mean, you don't really want to take this rook. You want to leave it there. With F5, you are threatening everything. You are threatening everything. Like, I think it's gonna be like mate e4. If F5, let's say rook b1. Mate in 3, says Stockfish. Why in 3? Takes, takes, takes. Takes with the rook. Yeah, of course. Wow. And then rook g4 is a mate. Rook g4, rook, queen d4, whatever is a mate. If you block the one checkmate, there is another one available. Yeah, I was calculating this one, but this is in 4. Rook f4, queen d4. Yeah. Wow, he's mating 3, not in 4. C6. I mean, he's gonna win a piece. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I mean, at this point, is would have easily won in this position if it was 3 plus variant. 3 plus variant, you mean like the valuation or more variance? I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, is he won anyway. I mean, this is not about how fast he win, because I mean it's difficult to say because there are certain moments there where if you are winning, you don't care if you win by checkmate or if you win because you have you are two rooks up and then your opponent just resign. Okay, you do not have to win by checkmate by any means. But if you have mate in two and if you know you're winning and everything is winning, then you can take your time and then like understand what's going on, what are your possibilities. Because first of all is exercise. At this level is exercise. At any level is exercise. I understand. I mean, I don't know. A GM doesn't want to stay out there and losing energy calculating some forcing lines variants that could bring a faster win. But I mean, this is gonna play by that by itself. Let's check one moment. Adriana games. What's going on? Yeah, let's c5, bishop e3, knight d3. It attacks b2. It has to be careful because there are some tricky ideas like putting the rook behind the pawn, and then pushing before, and then this knight has no squares. I mean, Stockfish doesn't like Adriana's position right now. It prefers white. I I honestly do not. I cannot say why. I'd say like maybe the advantage earlier was given by the possibility of an attack on the white king. But now that the queens are not on the board, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. What's going? Oh, no, no, no. Where are the? No, no, Luca, no. I mean, okay. I mean, it's always one. This is not a problem, but I mean, it just has to like exchange everything, and then grab all of the pawn. Yeah, just take the rook. I mean, he had the checkmating attack. I mean, he's always winning, but now it's gonna take more time. No, he's gonna take so much time. Too too much time. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, now anyway, knight d3, after which the computer Stockfish screams that white is better. I I feel I feel I have to say this is one of those moves you do to make your opponent uncomfortable. Like, because now you have to think, what do you want to do with that pawn? You want to play b3? You want to play b4? But maybe if you play something like b3, I can bring my bishop on f6 in the future and then play e4. Of course, right now it doesn't make any sense because there's 94. But maybe you're gonna weaken that diagonal. It's something I have to be worried about. I don't know, but I have to think about that. I want to defend with the rook. Okay, but which one? Rook A B1, Rook F B1. What's the difference between the two of them? No, if I play Rook F B1, maybe she can double up. He's thinking. Okay, I have 94, but I have to see that. I have to see all of these variants, and this is something when you are in time trouble, it's really difficult. 94, 94 by his opponent. He's leaving the pawn on b2, and this makes a lot of sense because actually she cannot grab this pawn because otherwise we will have a problem here. I mean, sorry. Right now she's gonna lose. He's gonna lose c4, but after rook guards c4, uh, sorry, rook c4. Let's say rook f1, rook a f8, and then this rook is gonna swarm on the seventh rank. Yeah, it's gonna be. This is gonna be tough to handle. So that's why Adriana cannot take the b2 pawn. Now there's gonna be a problem because well, what do you want to do? If you go for rook f8, I can go for bishop g5 or knight g5 immediately, and then e6 is a problem. 6 is a problem. I can bring this rook. I can challenge your knight. I can do a lot of things. A lot of things. Yeah, and then I'm wondering how does this look from what perspective? Okay, I'm starting to realize that yeah, Wendy, I don't know if you're still here. Do you remember I was talking about this bishop, this dark squared bishop? This bishop is stuck. Even more now that this knight is on e4, so there's not gonna be any e4 in the near future. This bishop is dead again. Like exchanging the queens like took all of the dynamics from the position. This is why white is better now. What is better? Because your pieces were dead. You have the queens on the board. You have the queen. The black queen could have done so many damage to white's position. And now your pieces are dead again. D4 is a wonderful outpost for white. Eh, I will have to ask Adriana why she played Queen F5. This is uh this is not easy at all. Am I right, Fast Nail? We were talking earlier about was explaining why that bishop is such a liability. And as soon as their opponent, Adriana's opponent, lost his mind and freed the space for Adriana, she had the upper end. But now then that queen exchange was on the way. And it feels weird because Adriana knows this stuff. I have to ask her. I have to ask her. This is so weird. Actually, guys, if you have to tell me if you want me to like open up a light, or if you prefer me like on a dark side. I'm on the dark side of the moon right now. Anyway, Luca, what is going on? What a positional sacrifice. F2, king takes, bishop takes, knight, now d5 is hanging. Okay, you can do whatever you want. He's threatening rook g2, he's threatening bishop takes d5, rook takes c3. I mean, this is over. This is over. But we already knew that there might be some way after breaking the position for that stuff. That's where we should. Yeah, yeah, but you have to do that. Adriana is not doing that, and that's what was bothering me. Because we were in this position. Let me show you. We were here with C4. Okay, we were here. And here, actually, with Stockfish, we saw there was this beautiful maneuver, knight h8, and f6, knight f7, and knight h6, and knight f5. Not even now. But queen f7 here. Queen f7, okay, you have to play c4, because I am attacking your d5 pawn. And then now I proposed rook e8 and c6. C6 to challenge the center, and rook e8. I mean, you just want to attack. You want to bring your pieces to the nursery, as Agard, very beautiful says. Beautiful Agard. If you didn't read the his attack manual, you have to do that. Bring your toys to the nursery, he says. So, in Agard's eyes, I would play rook e8. In a more principled way, I would play c6. But Adriana chose queen f5. Queen f5, I thought it was because, I mean, she doesn't know the evaluation of the position. Maybe she thought she was lacking space. But does she? I mean, is white the one underdeveloped? And if you trade queens, then white has the possibility to develop his pieces without any threat, without any problem. It was such a weird decision, but what do I have to say? Let's go back here. And then clarity probably doesn't make much difference in this live stream. Yeah, they seem more tanned. No, how do you say when you take the sun, like you go to the sea and you leave yourself to be darker? Tanned. Tanned, I think. I seem more tanned. No, not really. Maybe the other way around. In the meanwhile, we are seeing many exchanges in Lucas' game. What was this? Wow, d6. Okay. f5. Wow, rook c7. Wow. Takes, on takes, king takes. I think it's gonna resign. No, rook c1. Let's go, rook d7. Rook d7, king d7, king d6, whatever. Let's bring your toys. King d6, I like that. Now his opponent, I bet my life on that. Maybe I shouldn't, but he will play d3. because he's thinking about d3, bishop takes, rook d1. I'm pretty sure he's gonna try this trick. Of course, Luca, I hope he's not gonna take it, but no, king e3. Okay, he wanna prepare d3. Okay, it was a good choice by me to not bet my life on that. But now he can do whatever he wants. Look, rook g2, rook e8. Unfortunately, he cannot challenge the rook on the c5, but who cares? You just have to gobble of the pawns, and that's it. And that's it. Sígueme en mis redes sociales. Wow, I cannot speak Spanish at all. Using this freaking chat. It's alright. Let's see what Adriana is gonna do. Wow, night before. Well, actually, I can see the idea of night before because let me show you. Because I was thinking something like, I don't know, rook a4, maybe c5. If it takes, I take, and I'm happy. But this is just options, no? Night before is just a pesky night, no? It's gonna be there, it's gonna stay there, and it's gonna like torment you for all the game. Actually, it's not that easy to find moves for white right now. Actually, the computer says rook a1, and I think the idea is to break with c4, c4, c5. The computer wants to open up the position, seems reasonable, but not really to open up the position. He wants to give his rooks some air. Because let's say like okay, I go back with my rook. I will bring the other rook to guard this pawn in order not to let the knight gobble the d5 pawn. And then I will try c5. Let me check. What if I just move around? Knight check c5. Yeah. c5 stockfish move is c5. Makes sense. Makes sense. All of a sudden white is vibing. This is gonna be tough. But I mean, her opponent has to find the idea. Now it's a matter of ideas, not of moves. I'd say maybe we'll try something on the line of bishop g5 because he has 5 minutes. Actually, if he's gonna find the idea of rook c1, rook d1, and then to push c5, it's gonna be wow. It's gonna be something. Because right now c5 is you would like to play c5, but you cannot. Because the knight on b4 is gonna keep an eye on d5. I'd say like if this knight would have been here on f6, maybe this position would have been not so easy to play for white. Or otherwise, it would have been better for black. Of course, I mean, if this bishop was like, I don't know, here, not here, no, maybe here, on a7, this would have been a dream position. But that's something we already know. I was thinking about this knight. This knight maybe on f6. I would like to check. Actually, let me check, guys. But we have c6 after rook c1, no? We have maybe no, d6 gets weak. Allora, yeah, that's something. That's something, because now the knight on e4 is gonna is putting pressure. Okay, we've seen rook c1, but it's the wrong rook. The point being that the f1 rook was the purpose of the f1 rook was to defend d5. Was to defend d5 in order to push c5. So rook f1 defeats the whole purpose of this idea. But anyway, we were saying c6, you suggest. Yeah, but the problem c6 exactly. D6 is at the moment really well protected. But if you open up the D, like um, if you go for this and then go for this, the point is I don't. It's not really about I wanna take you, because if I take you, I'm happy because I will take with the B, and then I will push in the center, and I will be happy. It's more about you are not in time to bring your rook and attack the d6 pawn. If I give you more time, like let's say c6, rook d1, rook b8. Now d takes, b takes now makes sense because I have knight takes d6. It even comes with tempo on the rook on f5. So the point being that if your rook is not on d1, c6 is doable for us. And if you do not take, like, let's see in this position, no? If you're in this position, play c6, I am not worried about the recapture, because at the same time, there's no rook on d1. But I'm not even that sure I want to take. Like, let's say I bring the rook back. No, I've already played c6. Let's say I go back with the rook on d1. Now we have troubles, because I'm threatening rook a1, the rook on a1 and bishop on e3. But a part of that I'm happy to take here, because you have to take with the c pawn, because there's this knight controlling the d5 pawn, the d5 square, and your rook is useless. So at this, another time, the d6 pawn is not under fire. Okay, so it's really, really concrete. So only in those lines where playing c6 let your d6 pawn being weak, you are not. It's better not to play c6. Otherwise, c6 is always your best friend. Actually, I'm starting to think that Adriano opponent played rook f1 just to don't allow knight c2. But if he took his f1 rook, makes me think he wanna play with this rook on the a file, something like this. Seems weird. Yeah, it is an idea. Yeah, because at the moment the only problem for our opponent is to find something to play, because he has 5 minutes and Adriana is a full half an hour. So I don't know if I answered your question. Point is, like, to be short, is you always wanna play c6. You just have to understand if playing c6 allows your opponent to create targets and or attack directly your pawns. If you play c6 and d6 remains um, a backward pawn but not directly targetable, then it's always your best friend c6. Anytime you challenge the center is a good thing to do. Is always a good thing to do. At the same time, we are seeing like a slaughtering going on Lucas board. Let's see what happened. Rook G2, B3. I'm sorry, guys, I don't know if, the ambulance passing by. Hope it is not. Why, Luca? Just take the freaking rook next to. Come on, come on, Luca, Luca. What the hell? Luca! No, 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 no. This is no, 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 no. This is no, 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 guys, no, no. This is gonna be like he played a really good game. I mean, it's not important. He didn't see the checkmate because he was winning anyway. He is winning anyway. But you cannot simplify here the position. You cannot take. You have to take rook f2. No, this is unbelievable. No, no, no. This is the only thing I'm gonna say about this game. When he's gonna come to me, like he, he for sure is gonna come to me and saying, "Oh, you saw Bishop h3 was a brilliant move," and I'm gonna smack him. I'm gonna insult him like there's no tomorrow because you have to take that freaking rook. No, 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 no. This is no. This is no. I have no words. This is unbelievable. You have to simplify the position. You have to take that freaking. I mean, when you take this, how long did he spend? Did he spend on this move? Wait. He played the four in 30 seconds. In 30 seconds, he didn't see that rook takes, and then you have two freaking postures. You have an extra piece, and you still have the majority on the king side. Well, that's actual fuck. No, 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 no. This is unbelievable. No, 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 no. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. This is no, 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 no. I have no words. Like I cannot even enjoy Adriana's game anymore because I'm too bitter for Lucas' move. It's you have to take that rook. How can you not take that rook? Now he's thinking. All of a sudden he's thinking. Just have to give a check on h4. Okay. Here we see the idea I showed you guys earlier. Rook a4, c5 on Adriana's board. No? Rook a4, c5, sorry. C5. Did I say a5 or c5? The only problem is that I'm seeing the evaluation. Actually, c5 is not that good. Bishop d2. Wow. Because now, wow. Because you're gonna lose that pawn. Wow. But what if rook a4? No, no. Uh, let's say No, 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 because the knight on e4 defends f2. Yeah, c5, too fast of a move. 30 seconds to find computer suggests 93, rook c3, knight c5, mm, bishop takes because that knight on e4 is too strong. And now we're gonna have knight d7, knight f6, knight g4. Yeah, this was for sure a better way to handle the position, but I mean, we are the ones with the computer, so that's easy to say. Yeah, bishop d2. Yeah. Now, her opponent has only 2 minutes, but c5 is pretty much a blunder, because this was the exact idea I have thought earlier. I thought she had, but right now, because actually, I don't know if we go 93, rook c3, knight takes, rook b3, and then okay, it is not trapped, but yeah, it is trapped. Because then we have 91, but rook a1, there's rook takes b7, I think, no? If we go 93, rook c3, knight takes b2, rook b3. Oh, knight takes a4. Whoa, 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 wait. Rook e2. Yeah, it's trapped. It's 91, rook c1. Yeah, you cannot escape. That's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. Instead of c5, about 93. Yeah, 93. Yeah, actually, it was the computer suggestion. Um, but I mean, it's late now. It's late. Because actually, but I mean, it's really, really concrete as a move. In the meanwhile, Luca's opponent just blundered because now he's coming rook h4. I hope Luca is gonna see that, but rook h4, the king has to move, and then he's gonna wait. What? No, no, wait. Give me a second. Give me a second. What the hell just happened? Luca. No, there was also rook d3, of course. Yeah, but just simply rook h4, king e5, and then you take b4, and you have the passers, and you have three passers. Actually, four passers. a6. Luca, uh, b6. Luca, what the hell is going on? Guys, I'm okay. Let's just talk about Adriana's game because otherwise I'm gonna explode. I'm gonna explode. Um, Instead of c5, what about 93? Knight c5. Yeah, that was an idea for sure. Or bd6. I don't think I understood what I understood what you said, but he get 30 minutes right after 40 moves. Actually, you are right. Yeah, I think he will. I think he will, but they are on. I just no. She went for 93. Okay, let's see what's going on here. But this is gonna be difficult. Night before she has to go back to before, but then Rook wins on b3. It's gonna be bad, no? Here and here, and after this b7 is gonna be a bye bye. But anyway, it's they are on their 20, 27th move. So. 30 moves until the increment is gonna be tough to handle. But I mean, it's pretty winning right now the white's position. So um, basic chess team that usually works almost every time when you have an advantage of two or more pawns, then three. Yeah, I mean it's yeah, pretty much it is like that. I mean, there's always like concrete situation where even though you're up material, you'd better not, yeah, whatever, blah blah blah. But in this freaking position, it's not even like a question of pawns. It was a question of he would have had like what one bishop more than him. It would have been one bishop up. It's it was literally winning by itself. Um, I, this is why I mean those are I don't know if you ever heard anyone saying that the real problem under 2000 is the end game part. This is why. This is why. But, I mean, Rook takes F2 was like mm, the move. I mean, we cannot talk about how beautifully he played earlier if we do not ask ourselves what the hell went wrong later. And the real problem is that your opponent offered you the possibility to have to be one piece up, one against zero, and you didn't take that chance. That's the problem. Rook trade would have left to look at the a very advantage. Yeah, 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 Wendy. That's it's not even advantageous. It was literally winning. I mean, if you put it on a really strong stockfish, maybe it would scream something like mate in 17. What's Luca thinking? Yeah, yeah, I have no idea actually. I'm sorry, there's Adriana's stream elements that dale un vistazo a mi nuevo libro. Okay, she's like promoting her book, I think. Let's buy Adriana's book, guys. The Outpost family, I have no idea what's that. Outpost chess. I think is Air Academy. I didn't know the name. Pa-pa-pa, pa-pa-pam. Todo suma. Seguimos trabajando para darte lo mejor. Gracias por el apoyo. I think someone just subscribed, did something. I have no idea. And donate for women in chess foundations. Foundation. That's good. That's that's something. And we see Rook B3 on the board. Oh, Adri, what the hell? Let me check. She knows. She knows. She knows. I mean, she knew earlier. Yeah. No, Adri. Take your time. But wait a minute. Is this Ramon like sponsor? What the hell? I mean, he got like 600 points in 2 years, but I didn't know it was. Wow, he is actually sponsored. I didn't know that. Let's see, Luca, how is packing up the position. What the hell is going on? It's a draw. I mean, for the computer, but I don't know what to say, guys. This is. I just wanna cry. Let's see in the live stream if I know someone. Those are the serious. Is that Anna? No, No, she's done. I don't think so. She's done. Actually, right now, Valerino Antonio, I think I'm gonna root for you because this is unbelievable. This is freaking unbelievable. How is this possible? Fucking, this is unbelievable. You cannot play like that. Luca. Luca, 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 what the hell? Luca, man, I love you, Luca, but you cannot play like this. You have to take that freaking look. Fuck, yeah. What happened? What the hell happened? By the way, in Italy, it's 20, no, it's half past 20, 8 p.m. I'm starting to feel hungry, hang, hungry, hungry, hungry. I heard the capture. No, 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 no. Yeah, yeah. Rook takes. What happened? B5. It takes B6. Rook B8. B7. Rook takes B7. Rook takes A6. Yeah, yeah. But now those rooks have some place to play, and D6 is actually a target now. She has to bring this knight into play. She has to do this. Knight d7, knight f6, knight something, knight b inside, knight wherever. She has to bring this piece into play. This otherwise is gonna be over soon. Yeah. C5. Yeah, I have to ask her that queen f5 decision was. I do not understand that honestly. I do not understand it. That's such a pity. Such a pity. Adriana's thinking Luca is realizing he fucked up. This is gonna be mm, not the well ending I thought it would have been. It's gonna be tough for both of them. Ooh, A6. What? What happened? Knight takes, rook takes, so he's gonna come, and this is bad. What's the problem now, guys? That rook on b3 that was not active, now it's active. That's the worst thing it can happen to you. Your knights are not connected, your knight on f8 is doing nothing. Now I think even knight g5 could be an idea. Knight g5, bishop takes, and then d6 d6 is gonna be a weakness all time long. What the hell is going on now, Lucas? Wait. Whoa, the hell? Okay, I actually think it just updated by itself. They played like 20 moves. They now have 30 minutes more than earlier. Oh, Rook v3. Now I think is no, still a draw. Like, more playable, maybe. I mean, it's a draw. Like if you know how to draw that, because otherwise, what happened in Adriana b3 by her opponent? Actually, I was wondering what about knight g5? Knight g5? No, no, it doesn't like that. Bishop takes, rook takes, king takes, bishop takes. And this knight is too much out of the plane. Makes sense. No. And knight g5 is not doable. b3, simple move. And now it's time for Adriana to play. This is not ending well for both of them. Yeah, Luca knows. Knight h7. Yeah, the only problem is, what about rook a7, bishop f6, rook a8, rook f8? No, what am I saying? No. Rook a7, rook a7, rook b6. Okay, d6 makes sense, makes more sense. Now d6 is hanging. The knight is hanging, everything is hanging. Fuck, for Adriana. Everything is hanging, literally. Jesse Brawl Stars. Hi, Jesse. Luca will draw. I mean, I if it was not Luca and I saw this position, I would show this position. I'd say for sure he cannot lose. But given that he's a draw for White, I mean, given how they played this game until now, I would not like be sure of anything. So until there is at least one pawn on the board, I'd say the game is open for both of them because I saw the unimaginable. From black is nowhere to hide without dropping inside pawn. Yeah, yeah. But you have. Uh, I I don't think you have to know. At least you have to feel that. But I repeat, like I'm not sure anymore if I'd say with certainty that this is a draw. I mean, I know it's a draw, and I would draw this. Of course, I mean, in a practical way, this is it's only black that can play for a win here. But Mailo 80-50 Fide. I'm not playing anymore, but I will be back stronger than ever. Yeah. I mean, by the way, mm, if you will check the stream later, you will see, you will understand why I do not trust any of them to draw to draw this game. It could happen anything. 2000. Okay, but okay, so we understand each other, but you didn't see what happened earlier. You didn't see, actually. You will have look at to. I think I will kick Luca for a full week because he didn't exchange the rooks. It would have it would have been one bishop up, two passers up, actually four passers up. I spent like 10 minutes earlier screaming at Luca and telling him, what the hell? What the hell did I just see? By the way, Adriana, the D6 pawn has just dropped. No, no. It's going downhill. This is going downhill. Knight takes, bishop takes. This is bad. This is bad. The D pawn is gonna roll down the board. This is unbelievable. With 2 minutes, Adriana just had to be patient. She went for the kill. She didn't have to. She didn't have to. Yeah, yeah. Luca is. I don't know what the hell he's doing. I don't know. I don't know. King C4. Let's see. His last move, it didn't update. Adriana is cooked. Yeah. But actually, I don't know if you saw the game, but are you playing there in Maya? Are you a player over there, or are you just following the game? Because I don't know if you saw the game, but she went for Queen F5. No, you're just following. Okay, okay. She went earlier for a look here. Where was it? Queen F7. Yeah, here we go. Okay, she went for um, Queen F7, Queen F7, C4, and then Queen F5. And actually, I was wondering, you can play Rook E8, you can play C6. She went for Queen F5. And Queen F5, it strikes me because it's a move you play if you feel you have less space, if you feel white as the upper end. It doesn't make any sense because these pieces these pieces are not playing, are not doing anything. You are the one who has c5, f6, bishop f6, I don't know, ideas are like e5, rook e8, whatever. I mean, she had the play, and then she went for the exchange. And I cannot understand this decision, actually. This seems so weird to me. c6 felt so natural, rook e8 so natural. I don't know. I will have to ask her after the game. Let's see, five. Knight takes 5. Just following the games too. Oh, Wendy, you're from YouTube, I think, because you have the tag, the YouTube red sign. No, I do not wanna be like how do you say that? Like uh uh I do not know the word, but the point being now Luca is on a psychological warfare because he knows, yeah, he was winning, totally winning, and now he fucked up. So I hope he's gonna be able to draw. Was that one? I don't know. I hope he's gonna be able to draw. But he can also really fucks everything up. He could do that. I hope he will not. But now he's tough. And Adriana resigns. Ah, I'm so sorry for Adri. I don't understand the decision. Why? Why Queen F5? Queen F5, it's so weird to me. I have to ask her. I don't know if she wants to come like here on Discord. I will text her later. I don't know what's happening even on Lucas' board. What's going on? Looks one. Then what? They are wandering around. I think Adriana just stopped the live stream. No, Luca drew. No, it cannot. What the hell? Okay, Luca is marking herself, but the point being, his opponent cannot move from the board without. What the hell is going on? Where the. What? What's going on? Okay, someone told Luca he just lost. Yeah, but I do not understand what's going on. I mean, his opponent cannot go away of the table. Not, he has to be near the. Who are them? Let's see. Do I know them? Uh, who the hell is that? Ah, that's Luca, the other Luca. We are full of Lucas, but no, no, it's not Luca. Who the hell is that? I have no idea. So Adriana is out. So sorry for Adriana. I will put the. Let's see if it works. Ah, I like so much this effect. And that's over. Okay, we can put away the live stream. Uh, the only one remaining is Luca. But right now we are looking at an empty chessboard. Let me text Adriana. I've just texted Adriana, but I still don't know what's going on with Lucas' game. Oh, actually, there's a thunderstorm. It's raining outside. Okay. She's already in the taxi. Yeah, I will say this. I'm texting Adriana, guys. I will say this in front of the stream. Like Luca is freaking. I don't know. I don't know. Is driving me crazy. He had a freaking. He had freaking one, and then I don't know. I don't know. But right now, I think there are problems with his clock. And by the way, Adri, you did good. Do not worry. I will have to ask you later why did you choose Queen F5 instead of, I don't know, like Rook E8 or C6 or whatever else. But you fight well. You fought well, and you're still the best. Bye, Adri. Okay, so from Adriana's side, we are over, and I honestly do not understand. Maybe the clock doesn't work correctly. I think that's the problem because they are on the 45 move, and no, the clock is ticking correctly. What the hell is going on? It's broken. Okay, guys, maybe you cannot see. No, it is not broken. No, that's no, no, it is not broken. I have no idea. I have no idea what's going on. Thank you, Adri. Thank you. But at the moment, I have no idea what's going on with the Luca. I'm just staring at at an empty screen. I have no idea what the hell is going on. Uh, I'm so close to close the stream because I have no idea what's going on. And Luca just threw up a beautiful game. And actually, I'm getting a little bit hungry. Come on, guys, what the hell? Let me text someone else. Maybe. Jim. I'm asking other people. Thank you, Wendy. Yeah, the problem is no, it's empty what I am seeing. So because they are not playing, they are not doing any. You know what, guys? Wait. What if I can? Um, let's see if I can just to spend time. Do you see? Okay, no, wait. Wait. Do I? If I do resize? Okay. What if I go like this and this? No, and then This. Okay, guys. Puzzle rush on Adriana's side. Let's wait. Queen takes. Uh, checkmate. 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 But I think like the audio is no longer working. Wait. Yeah. Give me a moment. Are they connected? They are. What's happening? 10%. Yeah. You should hear me. Checkmate. Okay. Um, Knight takes. Checkmate. Checkmate. Black to move. Checkmate. 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 Why is always checkmate? Checkmate. Um, White to move. Checkmate. White to move. Checkmate. Uh, we just take the rook. Okay. Yeah. Bishop. Checkmate. Mm, what if I just take and I protect c7 with the knight? Um, Pawn takes. Okay, that was weird. Oh, this is beautiful. Knight e7, rook takes h7, and queen h5. Wendy, you will have to help me with the puzzle store. Oh, they are still arguing. What's happening? Wait, did he challenge? Did he challenge like the how do you call that? The three moves repetition. Maybe it's that. Wow, didn't it never happened to me. But what were we doing? Uh, Queen F5? No, no. Mm, Queen F5. Free rook and free knight and checkmate. The chess.com really like this pattern. Isn't this a free knight? Things I think not. I think not. But now we have knight g6, rook h3, rook takes h4. Let me put. You guys hear me? Are the earbuds connected? Yeah, they are really, really low on battery. Thank you for following my just festival. Is this usual? What the hell? What's going on? Is this Joao or Manuel? Hi guys, I'm doing puzzle. Maybe, yeah, yeah, yeah. I know that, guys. Actually, I have no more any idea what's going on because it was a quick related type of claim of drawing, which one player claimed the other side was tiring rather than trying to win the game. Could be actually Wendy. I have no idea what's going on. Given what happened earlier, I have no idea. Maybe Maia Festival can answer that. Joao, what's going on? Or Manuel. In the meanwhile, I'm doing Puzzle Storm because Puzzle Rush because I have nothing to see. Actually, Luca just threw up a beautiful game in the toilet. Uh, uh, Rook takes b7 and checkmate in 3. What else? What's this? What's this? Rook queen h6 f5 seems good enough. Um, checkmate. What else? Let's see. I'm good, my friend. Good to see you. No, actually, I'm not really keeping up. They just asked me, and I was like, yeah, whatever. Actually, I cannot stand this kind of streams because I cannot put music on. When I will start streaming, I will have all day long some beat on as a soundtrack, something like boom, 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 in the metaphor. In the meanwhile, I will do puzzle storms. Yeah, and there will be Wendy with me, like Chessbra with the techno. Yeah, of course, my man. Yeah, I don't understand why can they stream without music? It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Hi, Joe. I miss you, my man. I miss you. I would have loved to be there. How is it going? How was the Blitz tournament? And actually, on Earth for you. And actually, I have a question. Is Juan there? Can you say hi to him from me? Um, actually, in September, the World Senior Chess Championship. I told him I would have been in Maya, but I wasn't able to be there. And actually, can you tell me, Bellon? Yeah, for sure. Yeah, um, my one. Tell him I will follow his lecture premiere. I will ask Diego to put up the phone, the video call for me. And but by the way, can you tell me what's going on with Luca in this opponent? Like, because I saw his opponent get standing up um during this time, like because there was the arbiter and whatever. The music has had a lot of copyright problems starting so lack of music. Yeah, but as far as I know, Wendy, they told me that the real problem is you cannot leave your stream in the channel. Like because if you are live streaming, then you can put whatever you want. But if you keep your stream on, I think on Twitch or YouTube, then they will strike your video. But I don't care because I won't keep anything on Twitch. I had some issues, couldn't go to the venue today or yesterday, so I don't know. So, oh, what's going on? Are you cool, Joao? Do you stream too? No, actually, Fast Nails, they asked me because I'm not in my best form right now. But it's been how long, Joao? It's been like 2 years. They keep asking me to stream to start streaming and screaming, but I've been busy. Something with my eye and to go to the hospital. Fucking hell. I'm sorry, Joe. Hope you'll be better. The stream is over. This video is not what? What's gonna? Well, guys, I don't know if you can hear me. I hope you can hear me at least. Because I cannot show you my camera, my anything, the streamer. You can hear me? Okay, that's enough. I think my PC is going is taking the stairway to heaven. He is following Led Zeppelin music. Audio still present. Okay, you tell me, guys. I can try to do Puzzle Rush record and wait for Lucas game, or we can just drop out and say hello to each other. I'll wait for you. And I have the soul of a yeah, but I'd like to have even a PC of a streamer or computer of a streamer. Streamer computer streamer's computer. Live, I have that, Joao. I don't know, between the screen. Feels weird without a camera. No, not camera. Without the music, feels weird. Actually, I have no idea why the I have no idea why I cannot show you. I will do the music by myself. We will be back soon. Okay, guys, I have no idea how to put back the video. So, João, so happy to have seen you here. This is not my channel, of course. We will see on my official channel as soon as I start streaming. Maybe I will do that for real in September. Nah, I will do that. Thank you, Wendy. Thank you, Fast Nails. Thank you, Jesse Brostars, and whoever else who wrote something. The rectangular portion with the chess commentator is grayed out. Yeah. I see that. I have no idea how to fix that, Wendy. That's the problem. I can move these pieces, but I cannot do anything else. Well, let's see. Okay, yeah. This is still working. Yeah. But it is not working anything else. The chessboards are still. Yeah. Just tried that. Even the Lucas one. Let's see if I move this rook. Yeah, it moves. Okay, but nothing else works. So, um, thank you guys for being here. I will text Luca afterwards, and I will tell him. Blah, 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 blah. It was it was very nice spending this time with you, but we will have to see on my official channel that will be released in September, I think. I hope. I don't know. Joao, then I will send you the official link later. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, guys. We will see. Oh, thank you, Wendy. I hope you like that.